Hey Bluey fans! We all know Bluey as a heartwarming show packed with adorable life lessons, but let's be real. It's also hilarious. The Healer family delivers pure comedic gold, sometimes from the most unexpected places. So, let's relive those moments that made us laugh out loud. Buckle up, because this list is going to have you in stitches. The Healers are playing a cruise game, with Bandit as the ship and Chili as a whale? Yep. Everything's going fine until Chili decides to channel her inner Free Willy, leaping right onto Bandit in a not-so-graceful attempt to be the whale. The look on Bandit's face says it all, complete pain and shock. Poor Bandit's life could be a slapstick comedy. Bluey and Bingo are just snapping pics left and right, pretending to be tourists. And then, oh no, they catch their mom, Chili, in the middle of a very awkward yoga pose. Naturally, they find it hysterical and keep snapping photos, but poor Chili's horrified. Not exactly her most flattering moment, but hey, we've all been there. And honestly, would you want your backside featured in your kid's photo album? All right, let's check out one of the funniest, grossest moments ever. The toilet clog fiasco. It's just a regular day for the Healers, except Bandit's in the bathroom not doing what you'd expect. Nope, he's in there wielding a plunger, muttering, "What are these kids eating?" The sheer chaos of Bandit trying to unclog that toilet is one thing, but imagining that it's Bluey and Bingo who turned it into a disaster zone? Priceless. On the bright side, it means the kids are eating well. But poor Bandit. Not that he gets any peace, because right after that, while Bandit's still battling the epic toilet clog, who should pop up but Bingo, completely oblivious to the chaos unfolding. And just when you think things couldn't get any more ridiculous, she starts busting out a dance, a full-on meme-inspired shuffle right next to her poor dad, who's knee-deep in plunger duty. It's like she decided that this moment, right here, in the middle of the bathroom fiasco, was her time to shine. The pure randomness of it all is just the chef's kiss. 1 second, Bandit's muttering to himself about the kid's diet. The next, Bingo's there, breaking out moves with no shame and all the confidence. And the best part? She's totally unfazed by the whole toilet disaster situation. It's like she thinks her dad was just there to give her a private audience for her new dance routine. Then we have Muffin's legendary sleepover episode. Muffin skips her nap, and by bedtime she's like a toddler on a caffeine high. In fact, she's so out of it, she renames herself Boo Boo Ba Ba. Sleep-deprived Muffin is a hot mess, wandering around, muttering nonsense, and just generally looking like she's had one too many toddler nightcaps. This kid's antics could be a PSA on the importance of nap time. Speaking of surprises, let's talk about Bluey's wild card cousin, Socks. If you think Bluey and Bingo are full of personality, wait until you meet this little whirlwind. In the episode Baracus and Bumpy, poor Bingo is in the hospital, so her family decides to put on a mini-movie to cheer her up. Then Socks decides she's going to bring her A-game in the most Socks way possible. Now, Socks doesn't just walk onto the scene. No, she trots in on all fours, fully embracing her inner puppy. She's crawling, sniffing around, the whole 9 yards. But just when you think, oh, how cute, she's pretending to be a dog, Socks takes her role very, very seriously. Right in the middle of their mini-movie shoot, Socks stops, squats, and, well, does what real dogs do when they need to relieve themselves. Yep, right there on the set. It's like she's thinking, hey, I'm committed to this role. Method acting, here I come. Bluey's happily bouncing along, fully in character, and then Socks just halts like, this is the spot. The look of pure, blissful concentration on her face is both shocking and hilarious. You can practically hear every dog owner in the world going, yep, been there. It's the kind of thing only a kid acting like a puppy could pull off, and Socks absolutely nails it. This little pup has zero inhibitions, and we are here for it. It's moments like this that remind us why Bluey is such a brilliant show. Just when you think you've seen it all, Socks comes in and steals the show in the most unexpected way possible. And let's be honest, we've all had a Socks moment with a real dog at some point. During a trip to the movies, Bingo decides to play around with those retractable divider straps. Bandit tells her to stop, but does she listen? Nope. As she tugs on the strap, it snaps back, right onto Bandit's rear end. Cue a surprised yelp from Bandit and a chorus of giggles from his daughters. Even the popcorn guy can't keep a straight face. Bandit's poor bum takes more hits than anyone else on this show. While still at the movies, Bingo's got her mischievous side fully activated. She's decided that sitting quietly in her assigned seat is way too boring. So naturally, she turns this cinema trip into her own personal game of hide and seek. Bandit, her dad, has no idea what he's in for. It starts innocently enough. Bandit tells Bingo to sit right beside him, but the second he turns his head, Bingo's gone. Like a little ninja in a dog costume, Bandit looks over to see her in a completely different seat, smiling like she just won the lottery. He sighs, gets up, and shuffles down the row to catch her. But just as he reaches her new seat, poof! Bingo's on the move again, dodging him like a tiny, giggling shadow. This little game of cat and mouse, or maybe dog and dad, goes on, with Bingo effortlessly slipping out of Bandit's reach each time he thinks he's cornered her. She pops up in one row, then another, disappearing like Houdini, and reappearing just as Bandit thinks he's got her. You can almost hear the Mission Impossible theme song playing in the background as she executes her escape moves. By the end, Bingo's tally is Bingo 5, Bandit 0, and you can practically see the exasperation on Bandit's face. She's got him wrapped around her little paw, fully in control of this unscripted cinema hide-and-seek. It's a losing battle for Bandit, but for Bingo, it's the best game ever. In one episode, the healers get creative on a road trip to keep the kids entertained. They challenge each other to come up with wild imaginary scenarios, and we're treated to cartoonish versions of Chili and Bandit making some of the best facial expressions. Chili's wide-eyed look of panic, instant LOLs, and let's not forget Bandit's ever-present, "Why me?" face throughout the entire adventure. Truly, no one suffers for laughs like Bandit. Now don't feel too bad for Bandit because this guy knows how to bend the rules. In a family race with Bluey, he's about to lose, so what does he do? Grabs his daughter mid-sprint to pull ahead. Shocking? Maybe. Hilarious? Absolutely. Chili's disapproving look says it all, but we can't help but laugh at Bandit's sneaky victory. Sometimes even dads need a win, right? In one of the famous Healer family barbecues, Bandit has no idea what's coming. Bingo manages to spill his soda not once, not twice, but 4 times. And let's not forget, she also tips over her uncle's soda. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is. As frustrating as it must be for the guys, it's hilarious for the rest of us. If it makes them feel any better, at least they're cutting down on their sugar intake. In the next funny scene, Bingo borrows her dad's water bottle but needs to refill it. So, in classic Bingo style, she opts for the garden hose. Unfortunately, she has no idea how to control the thing. When the hose gets out of hand, she lets out the funniest scream, swinging wildly as the water goes everywhere. Her shocked expression is pure comedy gold. And now let's talk about one of Bingo's most iconic alter egos, Rita, the rude old lady. This character is a whole vibe, and Bingo doesn't just play her, she becomes her. It all starts when Bingo and Bluey decide they're going to be 2 grumpy old ladies, complete with hunched backs, scratchy voices, and a big dose of sass. Bingo transforms into Rita, the grouchiest grandma you've ever met, and let's just say, she doesn't hold back. Chili, their patient, loving mom, gets pulled into the game whether she likes it or not. When Chili tries to help Rita cross the street, Bingo's inner rude old lady takes over. Rita doesn't just brush her off. She whips around, brandishes her makeshift cane, and gives Chili a firm smack right in the knees. And then, just to complete the scene, she hobbles away at what can only be described as senior citizen speed, muttering who knows what under her breath. Chili's face is priceless. She goes from concerned to totally shocked in seconds, realizing that this is no ordinary grandma, and Bingo, without missing a beat, hobbles off, leaving Chili in a mix of pain and laughter. In the world of grumpy pretend grandmas, Bingo as Rita has absolutely earned her crown. Bluey is one of those shows that makes everyone laugh, no matter their age. From Bandit's dad fails to Bingo's unapologetic antics, the Healers are a family that knows how to keep us entertained. Which of these moments cracked you up the most? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more Bluey goodness.